Guys, I just came across the best clip about salary negotiation ever. You have to watch this. It's from Sean Puri on My First Million. Sums up everything I've been saying on this channel. It's a minute and a half, and it's worth every second. Take a watch. You won't regret it.
When I was at Twitch, they were like, yeah, the salary is this. And I was like, oh, and I just let them sit in it. And I was like, and they're like, they're like, sorry, did you say something? And I was like, no, just lower than I thought. And I was just like, I don't know, buying time. And they're like, well, I was like, can you explain how the process works? And so instead of like saying, I want more, or here's a different number, I was like, can you explain how you guys get to a number like this? Where does this number come from? And like, where do babies come from? And they're like, they don't know. And then they're like, and then they said the magic word. They're like, we have these bands, which is like a band is like code for like a range, which is code for like, we're trying to see how much of a sucker you really are. Like, basically I was like, oh, so you're telling me for my role, there is a specific minimum and a maximum band of compensation that I could get. And you're offering me anything but the absolute top of the band, or hey, better yet, have you ever gone out of band and gone higher? What situations would cause that to occur? They're like, well, somebody needs to vouch for it. Like they have to go to bat. They have to write a memo. I'm like, cool. All right. Now I know what I'm going to go ask for. And I basically just like work through the system. But once you realize that these are all A, negotiable, and B, like there's actually, it's like playing a robot, like that can only make certain moves on the board. And you're like, oh, you can only go forward and backwards? Oh, great. So I'm just going to go around you over here because you're bound by these rules of like, this is how the process has to work. And so, at most companies, you can get a lot more than you're currently getting.
So good. He's 1,000% right that everything is negotiable. If you don't ask, you don't get.